Congratulations to individuals who have completed the KYC procedure and to those who have not yet received an invitation. I still wish to urge you to persevere in your patience. Last but not least, maintain your patience. The main issue is that only a small number, or should I say selected pioneers, have early access to the KYC app. This does not imply that you won't have the opportunity to complete KYC. On my phone, I received the notification, which, I assure you, I did not anticipate seeing at the time. Friends of mine have told me that KYC cost them the opportunity. This has a very straightforward explanation. The notification, or you may as well call it the invitation, was sent out due to the great demand for pioneers to KYC. I was aware that the time remaining for you to accept this invitation to KYC was only 15 minutes, so when it appeared on the app, I immediately stopped what I was doing and did so. Most people who receive an offer to complete KYC leave the notification open or occasionally click away because they are either too busy or not prepared to do it right away. In addition, I submitted an application to work as a validator. Stay tuned to the end of this video to learn how to not miss your KYC opportunity and to become approved as a validator. I'll also let you know what to anticipate as a validator. Let me respond to the question before you continue. When you become a validator, you do really be paid for authenticating other pioneers. So, if you're ready, hold your breath. You must finish the KYC process before you can sign up to validate Pi networks. I won't be demonstrating how to complete KYC in order to save time and make this video brief, clear, and concise. I already have a video that demonstrates how to complete a KYC. You may easily discover the video on the card above this one, by following the link in the description, or by doing a search on my channel. But I can state that the procedure is incredibly straightforward and easy. I'll now advise you to keep the necessary KYC paperwork on hand in case the invitation shows up when you least expect it. Keep in mind that you will only have 15 minutes to accept the KYC invitation. Your spot will be offered to another pioneer after 15 minutes if you didn't accept, and perhaps that pioneer will be prepared to accept the invitation. But don't worry, you will receive the KYC slot again. The length of time, however, is not guaranteed. So, use it when it presents itself like I did. A notice similar to this one will appear after you have entered the right data and supplied the required papers. To view the status, click. You will then be directed to this page where you may check to see if your application has been approved or denied. Don't worry if your verification hasn't happened yet. You can check the status of your application by returning to the Pi browser app and selecting the KYC symbol. Typically, it takes 5 minutes to 48 hours. In less than 20 minutes, my application was accepted. I suppose I'm one of the fortunate ones. You will be able to see a notice similar to this one on the screen after you have been authenticated and accepted. You have two options at this point: either close this page and consider your KYC process complete, or go one step further and apply to be a Pi network validator. And you will receive compensation for validating other pioneers. However, I must inform you that there are guidelines you must follow before you move on with becoming a validator. You will, I repeat, lose the entire pie that you have worked so hard to mine if you break any of these guidelines. I implore you to decide whether to move forward or not. Just because you will be paid for validating, you should not think about being a Pi network validator. Only if you guarantee that you can and will always abide by the regulations will other pioneers join you in the endeavor. The Become a Validator button can only be clicked if you have made the decision to continue with being a Pi network validator. However, you must first finish a brief tutorial that consists of 7 questions. Additionally, you will receive Pi for each accurate validation you submit once you have been approved to join the Pi Network Validator program. I hope this is clear at this point. I am aware that some of you would love to work as Pi Network validators and earn additional Pi, but you also find it challenging to understand the policies and contract. As a result, I won't be able to demonstrate all of the steps in the process. I'll urge you to take the time to read it carefully and comprehend the message. It's called an agreement after all. So, read it and concur. Or, if you think the pressure is too severe, just click the I don't agree button. You will be required to complete the lessons after this step. You will be required to take the validator's quiz when you have successfully completed the tutorials. The three-part quiz basically serves as a tool to get information from you on the key provisions of the contract. The test is intended to determine whether you comprehend the clauses in the agreement that you shouldn't break. You will be approved as a validator once you successfully complete the test. Pioneers will then begin to be validated as the following phase. You'll be directed to a validator's dashboard once you click Start Validating. The system will then scan almost immediately to discover pioneers who have submitted documents for validation. You will be able to begin validating pioneers right away using the Pi KYC app. Returning to validate more pioneers is always an option. You only need to visit the Pi browser app to accomplish this. Once there, click on the KYC button, and the validator's dashboard will automatically log you in and look for pioneers to validate for each correct validation. It will be recorded, as was previously mentioned, and you will be compensated. The system will log out and launch a new search whenever there are no more validators available, at least in your area. You can return at any time to look for fresh validations. Let me make one final reminder. You will receive a notification or request to complete KYC within the next 15 minutes on your Pi Network mining app. If you don't accept within the allotted time, you'll forfeit the chance to KYC, and someone pioneer will be granted that spot. Be prepared to KYC at all times. After all, we have all waited this long to KYC. I'm hoping that this video helped to make it clearer how to become a validator. I have faith in the project, and I feel that all we need is some patience and time. Have more patience, I humbly advise to you watching this video. Await receiving the KYC notification, and if it does, do not retain it for any reason without accepting the invitation. You just have 15 minutes to decide. I hope this video gave you some fundamental knowledge. Consider subscribing to my channel if it did and you haven't already. I'll keep providing you with fundamental information on the cryptosphere. You may find a link card to the previously produced film if you want to learn more about how to complete the Pi Network KYC or learn the step-by-step procedure. In the description of this video, I will also offer a link to a similar video that demonstrates all of the KYC procedures in detail. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or comments on the video you just watched or the Pi Network KYC. I will get back to you as soon as I can. You can also interact with me directly by joining my Telegram channel. Until my following video. Keep mining.